So what is strategy, and maybe how is it different from a tactic or from forecasting? And I use this quote that I've written many years ago to differentiate that and to explain that. So to me, the essence of strategy is not the ability to foretell the future. That'll probably be called prophecy or something like that. For me, strategy is about an understanding of the present and the ability to communicate in a manner that is clear, executable, and worthy of pursuing. And for me, without all those three components, clear, executable, and worthy of pursuing, it's not worth sharing. It's not meaningful. It's not an effective strategy. So you can think of these as steps in the process of creating a strategy or as components of the strategy itself. Every strategy has to start with client objectives. Um, it has to be tethered, has to be rooted to something. It cannot be just an aimless experiment. It is based, it creates a context or perspective for all the research that you do. And the four areas that you do this research, that you do this strategy is internal. So for the company, what is the reality for that company that has these specific objectives? What impact that does a specific change have or a specific problem has internally for that company? Next one is for the customer. What impact will this have for the customer? What is the behavior change that you want to see in the customer? Next one is competitive. Is this trying to fix a specific loss, or is this trying to conquer a specific market share from the competitor? And what is the competitor doing? And last one is trends. Trends are market specific or industry specific, new innovations, things that are happening that maybe are changing the landscape. And all those four. And so the deliverables are also the same. Your strategy has to have, when it is written, when it's complete, when it's delivered, has to have all these four components. Has to explain what is the new reality, what is the new course of action internally before it can be changed or applied to a customer. And then it is for the customer. How will this change the picture? How will this change the behavior? How will this change the consumer perception? Next one is competitive. Whether it is responsive or non-responsive to a specific activity for competitors, how will this change the game for the competitors? Is this strictly a market share, or is this changing, maybe a tactic that will change the product offering, reposition product offering, or something different? Last one includes trends. So trends are more forward-looking. So a strategy also has to be forward-looking, saying how will this change? How will this change the market? How will this change the industry? How will this create a new trend? All of those have to be measurable. All of those have to be tied to specific goals, back to the client objectives. And all of those have to have key performance indicators that are used to validate the strategy. The fact that strategy is somehow untethered and unaccountable is long time gone, and for digital, completely unnecessary, completely worthless. Part of the strategy is how to create a solution that is measurable. And how do you judge whether it is